How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. You cold? It is kind of chilly in here.
You said you doing my name.
Huh? What's your name?
Amanda.
Amanda? Oh, it was close. There you go. All right, so my name is Mr. Bailey, and I'm not gonna get up here and like lecture to y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all. First of all, I want to thank y'all for being here. All right, because it's a Friday and y'all in school. So I want to thank y'all for being here and just tell all y'all that y'all are amazing. If ain't nobody ever told you that.
You amazing
All right,
too.
thank you. Now that we got that out the way, just give you a little bit of background and history on myself. I was just telling Malik that the last time I was in this building was, I think, August 7th, 2011. And so, excuse me. So, I understand what Sullivan House is. I understand what Sullivan House means to so many of y'all. All right, I was here, I started here in 2004, right, when none of this was back here. So I say thank y'all because y'all are here because y'all have taken responsibility to further your education. All right, now who plan on graduating? Can I see a show of hands? Who plan on graduating?
Everybody get it?
Okay, yeah, cool, there you go, there you go. What's your name? Angelo. All right, I'm gonna give you an elbow, I ain't gonna give you a fist bump, all right? We all gotta know why, excuse me. But I'm glad that it was something to make you take your hand from out your pants. Now, who plans on being successful in life? Like, who can plan on being successful in life? All right, so all y'all plan on graduating, all y'all plan on being successful, right? So, and it's evident because y'all are here. Does that make sense? So, what I want to talk to you guys about is, and as we talk about the violence and the anti-violence, is more so how to move throughout the environment that you may be in, and it's so apropos that all of these Chicagoland cities are in this, like, posted up, like, great artwork. And so all of those areas have one thing in mind that I'm gonna talk about today. All right, who's all heard of this word? Who all heard of that word? All right, anybody ever heard of that word? Yeah. All right, trap. Somebody tell me what you know about trap. Yes, sir. Huh?
Trap house.
Trap houses. Okay. Anybody else? I mean, wait. Hold on. Time out. Listen. This is Sullivan House. We not normal, right? Because I'm a Sullivan House Bulldog also. We not normal. So we don't do what other people do, and they want to get quiet and be reserved because everybody judging. This Sullivan House.
You graduated from here?
No, I started working here in 2004 to 2011. So I understand Sullivan House. So let's not, like, ain't nobody holding judgment against none of y'all. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So we gonna be, because when Malik get up here, y'all really gonna have to participate. So we trap house. Anything else with trap? I wanna learn from y'all. Nothing else? Ain't nobody else heard nothing with trap?
I heard a movie with the trap or something like that.
Okay, you said movie with the trap? Okay, anything else? Anybody know who Young Jock is?
Yeah.
Young Jock, right? Loving
Yeah.
Loving hip hop, right? He had a song called "Meet Me in the Trap." It's going down. Anybody know that? Ever heard of that? Right? Okay, so there you go. Right. So now, when you think of trap, what do you think about? Okay,
trap.
something abandoned, huh? A mouse trap. Okay.
Making money.
Making money. Okay. Anybody else?
Abandoned house in the neighborhood that's trouble.
Abandoned house in the neighborhood that's trouble. Now, do y'all see where perception is, right? Because we heard making money, we heard abandoned house, but then we heard abandoned house that's trouble, right? And then you said
I only said a mouse trap.
a mouse trap. Anybody else? Yes,
Culture.
Sir. Culture.
What you
Music.
think about trap?
Cause trap is a whole culture. That's the way we look at trap is just making money, getting to a jug and hustling, finessing. Like that's the whole culture out of music. It's so much more than abandoned buildings now. Yeah.
Does that make sense? Okay, so now, who's ever been in the trap? Okay? So now for y'all that been in the trap, excuse me. For y'all that's been in the trap, here's when I talk about trap, this is what I see. And this is gonna help y'all. And Sullivan House is gonna help you throughout life. All right? Everybody in the trap is dealing with trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the trap dealing with trauma. Because who's all had somebody murdered? Who's all know somebody that has been murdered in the last 10 years? Okay, last 5 years, last 3 years, last 2 years, last year, last 6 months, last 3 months, last month, last week, last night. Trauma. We're all dealing with trauma, and the one way that you, and this is why I say this is Sullivan House. Embody it, right? Everybody got on purple t-shirts, like embody where you are, who you are, because it's okay to be different in this building. Does that make sense? So when I get done with this, y'all gonna all understand what I'm saying. The only way you deal with trauma, you gotta communicate. You have to communicate. You gotta talk to people. My guys in here, it's so bravado. Man, I ain't saying, man, yeah, I'm good. Watch. Wait. And then you come in here and you get mad at Miss Jackson because she say, why you writing in pencil? You need a pen. And now you want to snap on Miss Jackson because you haven't found you somebody that you can talk to about your trauma. When I left here, I went to go be a dean of students at Orr, 650 kids, worst neighborhood, so they say, in Chicagoland. West Garfield. If y'all not talking to Jamal or whoever, Miss Darcy, whoever's in here, excuse me, and I mean have meaningful conversations, it's okay to say, I lost one of my friends and I was dreaming about him last night. And it hurt. But if y'all in the trap, you should be in the trap with people that's close to you. Now hear me out. If you're in the trap with people that's close to you, somebody gotta change somebody's mind. So it's a quote that I heard that said, if you can't change your friends, change your friends. Does that make sense? If you can't change your friends, change your friends. Because me and Jamal in the trap house, and we thinking the same way, at some point I gotta say, hey man, have you been home lately? Are you okay? But if we not talking, and all that we saying, hey Ma, you got 10 on this bag, what's up with a drink? All that I'm doing is reinforcing trauma. Does that make sense? The R, Ms. Jackson, Ms. Darcy, y'all can tell me if I'm spelling any of these wrong. Resistance. Now, what is resistance?
Holding back on
Something that's stopping you, something that's holding you back. Yes, sir.
Like a rebellion or something like that?
Sort of, kind of. Okay. Refusing to do something. Who alarm clock went off this morning and they had to wrestle to get out of bed? That's resistance. Right? Right? So, no, listen, when your teachers give you an assignment and you thought you did it right, and you did this whole, and again, I'm gonna just speak from my experience. I've seen students bring them at the end of the year, bring both of them tons of papers. Ms. Jackson, oh, so you want graduation, deadline tomorrow, and you want me to do it today? Again, oh, it's in pencil, it's not in pen. Or it ain't spaced right, so you need to do it again. That resistance, do I really want to do it? So oftentimes we want to get out of the trauma, but we keep getting faced with resistance. I want to do right, but my boy's saying, come on, let's go get the bag. I want to do right, but then they like, hey, the guy's having a kickback this weekend. But I know I need to study, but that resistance, do I really want to do, as Jamal said, what I know I'm supposed to do? And because we get hit with that resistance, then that starts to affect our attitude. And the way it affects our attitude is because of anticipation. We're anticipating getting the thing. Or if you're in the trap house, you're anticipating when the police coming. If you're in the trap, a culture, you're anticipating when the stick-up man coming around the corner. So all of that anticipation then leads to aggravation because you're getting hit with resistance, and then it affects your attitude. Does that make sense to somebody? Anybody can say. And now when your attitude starts to get bad, all right, now we start to talk to ourselves. And I want y'all to pay attention, really. Like for the next 3 days, do an experiment over the weekend. See how long can you go without the TV on, the radio on, talking to other people. See how long can you go. See, he's shaking his head. See how long can you go with just you and your voice. And most people can't do it because of our attitude and the things that we say to ourselves. Because of what we say to ourselves, we always gotta put something else in front of it. We gotta put another person in front of it. We gotta put some entertainment in front of it. We gotta do something that's gonna take our mind off of the trauma.
That's facts.
Does that make sense?
That's facts.
And because we're not talking to nobody that can help us overcome the resistance, right? Miss Darcy, I don't understand this work from the jump. Can you help me? So now when I go back, or not next semester, if I happen to have Miss Jackson, at least I know how to do it better so I can get past that resistance. See, when y'all look at like product of Sullivan House, right? They've been here just as long as me. I don't know these gentlemen, and he graduated, and the person that graduated him, I graduated. So life is all about 6 degrees of separation. We're all connected, but if we're not all communicating with people, because watch this, just like for the weekend you listening to yourself and what you're saying, I want you to pay attention to your friends. Are they speaking life into you, or are they speaking resistance? Just pay attention to your friends. Most people don't want to, because you'll find out your friends really ain't your friends. Is the people that you spend the most time with getting you to do something that's going to elevate your life, or they getting you to do something that can possibly
Keep you in the same spot.
keep you in the same spot, or worse,
End your life.
end your life? And that's why we're here today. When I first started working here, like God covered this building and the people in this building for an exceptionally long time. When this first started, this was because of people that y'all have lost, not students in the building. Does that make sense? And so once students in the building start losing their life, obviously it's expanded to now what it is. But it was to pay homage to help y'all deal with this. That's what this day was put in place for. People would cry, adults would cry, right? Like to get y'all past that. But how do you get past being a t-shirt? You gotta accept and embrace your pain. It's an old quote that says, the same water that can boil a potato, right? That can soften a potato can harden an egg. Think about it, right? The ladies, right, or guys, y'all cook, right? I know Ms. Vi, potato salads still do, right? You got boiling potatoes, gonna make them soft.
Little hard.
Huh?
Little hard.
Not as hard as when you take them out the thing, right? All right, but I love your participation. All right, because that says leader all over it. But then you do them eggs, gonna make them hard. So are you gonna use that pain to shape you? Or are you gonna use that pain to be your crutch? I ain't got no pen, Miss Jackson. There's pens all in this bit. Do it over. You gonna use that pain to say, ooh, I'm about to show her. Ooh, I'm about to get this A. Miss Darcy ain't gonna never be to say nothing else to me again. This is gonna be the best paper ever. She ain't got to say nothing. But I talked to her about my problem. And she helped me with the resistance, and then that improved my attitude, and I was able to use that pain from all of that to take me to a whole nother level.
Yeah, exactly.
And when y'all can understand this, now we get to the day. And I'm almost done. When y'all understand this, now you can say, you know what? That ain't got nothing to do with me. Your issue don't have nothing to do with me. Unfortunately, most people that are victims of violent crimes, it didn't affect it wasn't their issue to begin with. Most times. They was minding somebody else's business, or hey, come on dog, yeah, I'ma ride for you. Right? When I first started doing this, Dr. G had me do a life skills class. Because I wanted to take the GDs and the Vice Lords. When we first started, that was all here. GDs and Vice Lords. I want to take the GDs and Vice Lords, put them in a room, because they all people. Jamal was part of my class, Earl was part of my class. That was one of the, they loved coming to that class because we could be real. And they understood that they was all people dealing with all the same trauma. And to the point the girl's like, ooh, don't nobody want to come to y'all class? They're like, yeah. Yeah, you do. But ladies, it's the same way. And I'm going to tell you this. And I tell my daughter all the time, Jackson just talking about her. She's a sophomore in high school now. When people talk about you behind your back, you should smile. Anybody tell me why?
Because I know it's something to talk about.
Because you in front of them.
You're already in front of them. If they talking about you behind your back,
Oh, that's smart. Okay.
see, that's a nugget right there. See? If they talking about you behind your back, you should smile. Because I'm already in front. Because if and fellas, oh man, they think they trapping over there, but they don't really know to understand the trap, right? They putting themselves in danger, trying to compare themselves to us. What's your name again? Angelo. Oh, Angelo, he's standing up there thinking he cool and right with his North Shore shirt, right? I must want one. Or think it's fly to even mention that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So then Angelo wanted in, come back and say, dude, what you looking at? Instead of smiling and y'all need to take more things as compliments.
I was just gonna say something.
Y'all understand compliments real subtle. And then understand put me downs real subtle. Ooh, girl, I like your little nails. Right? And they put that little in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just an insult. She got a nail done. Thank you. Look, thank you, boo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to use this to help y'all here. Because when you walk out, we want all y'all to be like Malik, to come back and say, this place, he just said this place, and I just met him. Just met him. He said this place saved my life. You know how many times we've heard that? You know how many times that we've heard that? But we've not only heard it, we've seen it. And a lot of times, a lot of people in this building that has been in this building, that has been lost, and I've kept track throughout the time I've been gone. A lot of times, because we know they were good people, sometimes being a good person can put you in a precarious situation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Every battle ain't your battle. I was facing, you sleep? I must be boring you. You was trapping last night, wasn't you? You was trapping all night? You was trapping? All right? So, listen. I was facing 300, come here for a second. I was facing 366 days in jail. my junior year, no, my senior year of high school. Judge said 366. I said, damn, like that's longer than a year. Like, you gonna give me an extra day for real? Seriously. All because I got in the car with some people that I knew. He ain't my boy, but I knew him. After a football game, come on, y'all, I'm gonna ride with y'all. Yeah, we going to get something to eat. Boom. Oh, there they go. Now this is 1993. This is 2019. So it's a different game. It's a different game. Listen, me. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, let's jump out. Jumped out. The dude saw me, and he felt comfortable at that point, right? Oh, Carvel. What I do? Because I want to show this guy that obviously think I'm cool. I didn't understand that. He think I'm cool. That's why he want me to ride with him. He offered to take me home. So, because I'm helping his ego because he's being seen with me. Do y'all understand that? Some people that y'all hang out with, you doing them a favor by letting them hang out with you. Mm-hmm. They really ain't with you because I think he cool. I'm with him because, ooh, let's take this picture and put it on Snapchat. And now I'm going to get all the likes.
Come on, man.
But I really ain't his friend. So the dude, he feel, hey, Carvel. And I hit him. And then it go down. Now, in today's society, it could be very well be a gun, right? He did nothing wrong. And I'm comfortable talking about it because, I mean, I went to court and I saw the guy. And, you know, I'm like, man, I apologize. Wasn't, you know, he like, man, whatever. Like, we grown now. Because I went to a different school, right? I went back to my old school football game. But because I went to a different school, when the police came to their school, I got a phone call that said, Mr. Bailey needs to come to the Masson Police Department by tomorrow and turn himself in. My mama like, what you do? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, what do you do? They're like, battery. They're like, well, how y'all go? They said because the person that he was riding with picked him out the yearbook.
Wow.
So the same person, oh, thank you, Jackson, that I'm showing out for, told on me. The same person told on me to save his butt. But guess what? Because he was driving, he's also an accessory to the crime. Does that make sense? If somebody get into a stolen, we used to use this all